The Denver Nuggets are the best team in the NBA, and it might not even be close anymore. Last night, we got to watch the Denver Nuggets against the Boston Celtics, and it's one of those games that everyone was talking about that this could be a finals preview, a finals matchup preview, whatever you want to call it. And the Denver Nuggets win 115-109. Now, you might call this an overreaction or whatever you might want to say if you were a Celtics fan, but it's not. I've been saying all along, if you go through my YouTube channel, I have videos about the Nuggets being the best team in the NBA and the Celtics being the best team in the East. The one thing I said in that video about the Celtics being the best team and they're unstoppable right now was the only team that I could see them losing to right now, other than if it's a tough series against Milwaukee. Milwaukee's the only team I'd be scared of in the East with them. And I said in the championship, if they're playing the Nuggets are a team that you might not be able to beat because of Jokic. And last night there was a lot to it that interested me, because you're playing against this Nuggets team and you're supposed to be, you're supposed to see guys like Tatum go off. Jason Tatum had 15 points against this team. And it's because the Nuggets have guys everywhere to defend. I don't care what anyone says. All their guys, they're dudes. Aaron Gordon can move around. Porter Jr. he's not the best defender, but he's big. So he'll be around, right? I mean, like, if he gets stuck on a guy, it's not like he's not Isaiah Thomas being stuck on a guy, right? It's Michael Porter Jr. is a big dude. Murray is a great defender. Caldwell Pope can be out there doing it. They have different people. Like, you can have Reggie Jackson, Christian Brown. You can have a bunch of guys out there that when you need them to play full effort defense, they're going to for this team. And this Denver Nuggets win came with, even though Tatum only had 15, Porzingis came out and gave you 24 and 12 rebounds, and Jaylen Brown gave the Celtics 41 points and 14 rebounds. And still, this balanced team and this beautiful basketball of Nikola Jokic prevails again. Nikola Jokic comes out with 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists again. He does it again. And you have 16 and 9 from Aaron Gordon. You have 19, 8 and 6 from Jamal Adams. And you had 9 points from Michael Porter Jr. And you have 11 from Caldwell Pope. And off the bench, Watson gave you 11 and Christian Brown gave you 7. They're just so balanced. Like, it's hard to beat this Denver Nuggets team. And you look, I think last time I did a video, they were hovering at like 2 or 3 games back. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They are 1 game out now, the Denver Nuggets, from first place in the Western Conference. And if you look, Boston Celtics there's only 5 games. They're at 48 wins. So they're only 5 games behind the best record in the NBA, and they just beat them last night. And the Western Conference, with all due respect to the East, I mean, look at the 4-seed Orlando Magic at 37 wins would be fighting for the last non-play-in spot in the West. The Lakers are 34 in the 10th spot. They'd be fighting for that. They'd be a game or 2 out of that 4 or 5 spot in the East. If you look at this West, I have it on the screen here. Every freaking team, everybody up top is winning games. 7-3, 8-2, 7-3, 7-3, and 7-3. Like, there's not a lot of bad basketball there at all. And that was no disrespect to the Magic. They've won 5 in a row. But you get my point. This Nuggets team is fighting through this conference, and they just keep chugging along. And before you know it, they're going to be in that number 1 spot. The Timberwolves now lost Karl-Anthony Towns for some extended time. They will surpass the Thunder. And once again, we'll realize this Denver Nuggets team is the best team in the NBA. And as you can see, Jokic is still averaging 26, 12, and 9. He leads the team in all categories. They are 10th in offensive rating, 10th in defensive rating, 7th in net rating. And we talked about net rating last time. Field goals made, they're 2nd in net rating, but 4th offensively. 4th in field goal percentage, and they're top 10 in opponent field goal percentage, so they're 5th net rating. Defensive rebounds, 9th and 7th. They're top 10 in rebounding, top 10 in assist net rating, blocks, top 10, points, top 10. That's why like they really are finding ways. The only categories that they're in the red net rating wise is free throws made, free throws attempt, free throw percentage, which you can live with. This is not going to make or break their season, and in turnovers. Now they are 6th in turnovers, in terms of like their offense like throwing the turnovers. That's actually great. It's that they're really bad in opponent turnovers. They don't cause a lot of turnovers. They're 27th. But there's not many teams, I promise, if you go through net rating, that only have, I mean, forget that free throw run, because that's one category. The free throws made, attempted, and the percentage, that's free throws. So like outside of free throws and turnovers, they are a top 2 all the way to top like 15 in every category in the NBA. And on top of that, they have the best player in the NBA again. Nikola Jokic should be the NBA MVP once again. 3 years straight. I know to many it sounds crazy, and to many it may not make sense how he's doing it, because it doesn't look like anything crazy, and it's not. But he's doing it. He's the best player in the NBA. He continues to prove that, and they're going to be the 1 seed again. Now, am I guaranteeing they win an NBA championship again? No, because you never know what happens. But I am guaranteeing that they are going to cause a lot of havoc in this playoffs. They are going to make a strong case for being the best team again by the end of the season, which means potentially winning the NBA championship. I believe in it. I want to know if you do. Comment below, and please like and subscribe. It goes a long way for me, and it means the world. I appreciate y'all, and we'll talk next time.